Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a bit of a channel update since I'm here now. So obviously I'm in the middle of a coronavirus pandemic. The world is in the middle of a coronavirus pandemic. So I'm not traveling this summer as I had plenty of plans to travel this summer, and that's not going to work out, so that really sucks. But I'm still doing some online classes at the moment, which will be done next week. So I have the rest of this week and then all of next week, and then I will be done. So the reason I don't upload quite as much recently is because of online classes, but honestly I wasn't uploading a lot anyway because of depression. My depression has been kind of all over the place because online classes are keeping me busy, but at the same time I do have some personal reasons that depression is hitting really hard right now. Personal triggers of this time of year. Again, that's not something I'm going to go into, but I want to talk about videos and things that you're going to be seeing on this channel, because you guys are probably wondering. Obviously, I'll still going to be making reaction videos, and I have loads of other reactions planned. However, a lot of them are K-pop things that some people have requested. Some of them are just things that I think I would like to react to just for the heck of it, to try to get myself more well-versed in different groups and stuff. Like G-Friend, that was just my choice of reaction. Now, again, I did try to react to Scandal, but my video got blocked in Japan and then everywhere. So that is what ended up happening when I tried to react to that J-pop group. Not saying that I won't react to more J-pop in the future, but I kind of feel like that's similar. I could have similar problems with that in the future. Now, all the people who subscribe to Baby Metal content, I'm sorry, but I literally made three videos which had Baby Metal in them. I could potentially react to more Baby Metal songs in the future if they, release a new song or something interesting happens, but as of right now, I don't really know if I would consider myself a fan. I like some of their songs casually, and I definitely have nothing against the girls, and I think the concept of Baby Metal is quite cool, and again, they legitimately seem like nice people, but again, musically, it's not 100% the type of thing I want to listen to all the time. I'm just not that into metal, and honestly, I don't really consider myself a fan. So to all the people who were I kind of wanted to push my algorithm by making Baby Metal reactions because the first one did so well, and then I did that second video, and then I did the third video, so I've kind of pushed the algorithm. In terms of J-pop, again, I will react to some. I'm hoping to react to some pop music from other countries. One of the ones I want to do is Russian pop. I want to react to some Russian pop. I have listened to a bit of Russian pop in the past, but I found some different videos that I'm going to react to. So, and of course, more rookie groups. I'm going to be reacting to some rookie boy groups soon, since I did 2 episodes of reacting to rookie girl groups. Again, I do kind of have some other videos I kind of want to make. I kind of want to make a video about Nintendo not releasing this legacy content and the problem with it. I kind of want to make a video about Kachi, the UK pop group. I might have a controversial take on that. I kind of want to make it. There are other discussion videos I kind of want to do, when I have the time to sit down and film. Top 20 Ranked is back on a monthly schedule. That's the only thing I've been doing in relation to regular pop music, because I'm trying to really keep up with K-pop releases. I actually want to do a year-end release of K-pop releases. By that, I mean I want to basically compile every major K-pop single of the year and rank them at the end of the year. I already did kind of a mid-year ranking of about 35 songs, but that didn't even include everything that had been released because I wasn't including debuts, and there were also some songs that I left off. And there's been several more since. So I'm trying to compile that into a playlist. It's going to take a lot of work to listen to all that music, though. Mini album reviews will continue to happen. The next mini album I have on the docket is going to be Seulgi and Irene's mini album Monster. Now, I do have a full-length album that I want to review as well, which is a K-pop album, a bit of an older one, but I am going to be reviewing it. I'm not going to spoil what that is yet, but you guys will hopefully enjoy it, and I highly recommend this album. Spoilers for the review, but I'm going to be talking about it rather soon. You guys might be able to guess what it is, but yes, no, it's not BTS. That's on the docket as well. So I kind of want to make that video. I want to do a review of that full album, and as I listen to more of these older K-pop groups' discographies. I'm not going to dive into discography of every group because I mainly need singles for the purposes that I'm looking for. However, when I like a group and I'm prompted to listen to an album or any album, I will try my best to review it. Now another Now, another project that I really have on the list that I really want to dive into is I really want to do a best and worst K-pop songs of each year. So each year from like maybe like 2008, 2010 to like 2019, and obviously 2020 when 2020, you know, comes, you know, ends, and there's a, you know, now it's a lot harder than doing something like the Billboard year-end list, because the Billboard year-end list is a concrete list of 100 songs that you can, you know, pull from, and even if you're counting songs that charted on the top 20 or songs that weren't Billboard year-end hits, you can kind of you know, gauge it better. With K-pop, it's really hard to gauge what's actually a hit because there are so many different Korean streaming charts, and chart data is hard to find, and often the songs that are remembered or iconic might not be considered hits. So basically what I'm going to have to do is pretty much anything that has a music video and was released as some sort of single and had some sort of attention is going to be counted. So like, yeah, if it's somebody's MV that has like a few thousand views on it, no, I'm not going to count that. But I mean, if it's like from a major group, if it was a release from a major group or a group that became big, you know, from a significant group in any given year, and it has to be like a single with a music video. I say that because sometimes it gets tricky, like what actually counts as a title track, and typically these will be title tracks. It'll be like the best and worst like title tracks of a given year, but I'm going to have to listen to a ton of songs in order to do that, and I'm going to have to go back to like 08. I think 08 is where I'm going to start. I'm not sure. I feel like 07 might be the place to start because of SNSD, but that's like some really uncharted territory for me. Honestly, 08 is also kind of uncharted territory. I considered starting in 2010 and just doing every year of the decade. I might do that and go back to the older years later, so I might start in 2010. I'm not entirely sure, but I do plan to work my way up through every year, at least starting at 2010, and covering some of the older years later on. Now, this is a huge project that could take me a long time, and even just compiling songs for a list could take a long time. So that's definitely a project that I have planned. Another project that I still have planned is Billboard year-end list. Now, obviously, I didn't get around to this, but it's been a while, and I really need to do best and worst lists for the Billboard years as well. If I'm going to do them for K-pop, if I'm going to put in all this work, why the hell don't I make best and worst lists? I really need to do that. So as of right now, the only year-end lists I have that are actually good and that I actually consider to be really significant, not those cheesy 2000s best lists I made like 2 years ago. The only years I actually have are 2018, 2017, and 2019. Now, my 2018 list is very old, and there's a lot of things that I don't like about it. I kind of would like to remake that one day, but I'm not positive if I will or not. The 2017 list is decent since I made that last year, and I also think the 2019 list wasn't too bad. So my next year that I'm going to cover is obviously 2016. So I'm going to be doing that rather soon. I'm going to be making, finding a playlist of the year-end 100 2016 and do a best and worst hit songs, just like I did with 2017, 2019. So when 2016, probably the next video, that will be out, sometime in the near foreseeable future will be the worst hit songs of 2016. That's going to be out at some point this summer. I can't really make promises, but yeah, that will be released. I will release that video. So like I said, coming up really soon, I'm probably going to have some mini album reviews, maybe some full album reviews, maybe a couple just sit down videos, and definitely more reaction videos on the docket as I feel fit. There's so much stuff to react to. But in terms of rankings and large videos, probably the next one that you guys will see in terms of a top 10 list will be definitely the next top 10 list I'm going to make is going to be the worst hit songs of 2016. American hit songs, Billboard Year and Hot 100. So I'm kind of doing two things here because I have this K-pop list I want to do, and then I have the Western Billboard Hot 100 list. So and I love doing rankings. So I mentioned that the next ranking was going to be I think I said Everglow, ITZY, and Idol for my next ranking, which that will still happen eventually, but I'm not entirely sure when I'm going to release that. Now, my next ranking, in actuality, that I've already started working on, that will be out probably in a couple days, maybe longer, might be this weekend, depending on how long my classes take. But this ranking will be out relatively soon. I'm going to be ranking all of the title tracks from from SHINee, EXO, and NCT. So those 3 SM boy groups, I'm going to be ranking all the title tracks, all units of NCT. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's going to be the next video. The next ranking video is going to be boy group title tracks, SM boy groups, SHINee, EXO, and NCT. Not doing Super Junior, not doing any of the older boy groups. Again, that's more or less uncharted territory, and also that would just be way too many tracks to include if I had to include all of, like, Super Junior's tracks. And I'm not going to get into the specific rules about that list. I'll explain that when I actually make the list. But I've already started working on that. I've already put the songs into tiers and stuff. There are going to be some specific rules and caveats that I'll get to when I get to it, but for the most part, I'm talking about Korean title tracks, and I'm including them. So the other thing that I thought of is, hey, if I do that with SM boy groups, wouldn't it be really fun to do that with SM girl groups? And I thought, hey, I could do the same thing, Korean title tracks for SNSD, Girls' Generation, FX, and Red Velvet. I was thinking I could do that as well. So that'll probably come out afterwards. I'm doing the one first of the boy groups. It's SHINee, EXO, and NCT. And then I'm going to be doing Red Velvet, and then I'm going to be doing SNSD, FX, and Red Velvet. Okay, so those are the 2 lists that are on the docket. Now, another thing I really want to do is another video that I really want to do, as I already mentioned, is ITZY, Everglow, and Idol. I'm going to be ranking all of their songs, literally all of them, since they're somewhat rookie-ish groups. They've been out for like 2 years. 1 to 2 years. So ITZY has like 12 songs. But ITZY might be having a comeback soon. I'm not sure. That was confirmed about a month ago, but I haven't heard anything else about it since. So I might be waiting on that video a bit. Now, the Blackpink, ITZY, and Everglow video, it is already really outdated in my opinion. I don't like that video. A lot of my opinions changed drastically, specifically on a lot of ITZY songs. I'm not going to specify what those changed opinions are, but we'll get to them when I do decide to rank ITZY songs again, probably along with Everglow and Idol's songs. Again, there's a possibility of Everglow making a comeback. This hasn't been confirmed, but there's just been some teaser posters and stuff. I'm not really sure what we're looking at here, but I feel like I want to hold off a bit until ITZY and Everglow maybe make comebacks. Idol just had theirs in April, so I don't see them making a comeback really soon, but then again, you never know. They've had pretty consistent comebacks, so we could get one in the fall. Again, I'm going to be ranking literally every song from these groups. Now, I was thinking of doing a similar idea, but only with title tracks for Blackpink, Red Velvet, and Twice. In other words, the third-gen girl groups, the big 3 third-gen girl groups. And my thought about that was that I think Blackpink, you know, they just released, well, like a month ago, but released a new single. Twice released a new single like 2 months ago. Red Velvet hasn't released anything other than the subunit stuff, which I will be talking about in a review format. But that I don't think subunit title tracks are going to count. That's my rule that I've made for the SM list, for the SM boy group list, because EXO have a lot of subunits, and I mean obviously subunits like EXO-K are getting counted, but I mean like subunits like EXO-SC are not getting counted. So for that list, so I think the same thing will apply with Red Velvet. Although that will definitely apply to Red Velvet in the SM girl group list, the title tracks from SNSD, Red Velvet, because SNSD, Red Velvet, and FX. I might include some subunits for the girl groups. I'm not really sure because I don't think there's as many, but I will be looking into that. So because I might include OGG and I might include Solarine, but otherwise typically I'm not going to be including subunits in these types of lists. So those are the videos that I'm going to be making soon. So, and in the future, if you guys would like to see me tackle, and maybe after, you know, maybe farther in the future after I tackle some of the best and worst of each year from the different K-pop groups, in the future I might be willing to do this with YG groups as well. I think this could be really interesting to like rank 21 in Blackpink's title tracks, and then rank, I would say, like Big Bang, Winner, and Icon title tracks, and well, Treasure's debuting now, so it's getting more complicated. But I'm not a big fan of Winner's music, so I think it'd be really interesting to like stretch my boundaries. Because going into this list coming up, I will just put a little spoiler: I am not the biggest NCT fan. So love SHINee, love EXO, but I'm not the biggest NCT fan. And so you're going to be seeing me, you know, kind of work with that. So there is going to be bias on that list, and again, I'm planning it, but that's about all I have to say. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. This is just a quick update. I'll see you all next time. Bye!